Good morning. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Bill Alguer with the Sheridan Fire District. I am the current fire chief. I'd like to address the communities of Sheridan and Willamina and Ballston, Buell and Grand Ron Agency about the event that has been going on for the last week, and that is currently, as is drawing to a close, the Willamina Creek Fire. Before I discuss that, I'd like to mention to you that this spring I met with members of the Yamhill County Emergency Management team, and we actually had a drill that was a tabletop drill in the spring looking at what if we had a wildfire within Yamhill County. Well, as we all know now, on the 19th, what we prepared for became a very much a rude reality for a number of us. Little did we expect the smoke in the hills would result in what is now a 230-acre fire and close to over $1 million in the cost to bring that fire to its end. Just got off the phone with Jeff Clausen from Oregon Department of Forestry, and tonight at 6 p.m. will conclude their 24-hour operation, and so they will no longer have a nighttime operation. Probably will spend another 2 weeks in doing mop-up until it's absolutely and completely extinguished. With that being said, I'd like to express my sincere appreciation for the communities and how everyone in the entire region came together that afternoon on the 19th a week ago. While I was up on a ridge and working unified command with my counterpart Jeff Clausen from Oregon Department of Forestry, little did I know all kinds of activity was happening here at home and behind the scenes. I have to tell you personally that please accept my sincere appreciation for everybody coming together, with folks coming to Station 9, which is here in Sheridan, Station 8, which is there in Willamina with the West Valley Fire District, putting sandwiches together. And believe me, at 10:30 that night on that ridge, those were well appreciated when they finally made it up to the command post. But along with that, you know, the appreciation from the community. I came to work this morning, and Isabella, 4.5 years old, drew us a picture to show her appreciation. Do your best on the fire and stay safe. And you're always good at putting out fires, Isabella. And whoever Isabella is, thank you. And I just can't tell you how much of the gratitude that we have here at Sheridan Fire District, and I can safely say with West Valley Fire District as well. Some of the things that I know that happened, let me refer to my notes as we're still now looking through some of the paperwork, and this represents about 33 pages front and back of the dispatching that occurred on that incident. And behind the scenes, some of the people that really helped set up this operation was the Yamhill County 911 Command Center there. That helped coordinate with what we refer to as C3, our county fire chief, who is Chief Stock out of Dundee. But let's get back to talking about the community. I'm just absolutely overwhelmed. I mean, folks, and they have come in, you know, families, restaurants, store owners have provided water, Gatorade, sandwiches, sandwich making materials, snack foods, fruits, you know, to include apples, oranges, bananas. I think it goes without saying that an army can only travel as long as its belly is full, and providing us a lot of the food, the nutrition, the water is absolutely vital for any of the firefighting operations to keep us going. And really, I'd like to really emphasize that, you know, we are absolutely sincerely appreciative on what you've done, you know, for your support, and giving us the resources to be out there, and certainly giving us the opportunity to serve you. We really are touched by your support. I'd like to also talk about some of the people behind the scenes that are there. We've had Sheridan Public Works involved behind the scenes. Of course, the watershed's up there, and we had been concerned throughout the event the water. We had Amity Fire with C5, who is Chief Hubbard out there on scene. Dundee Fire came and backfilled here at Sheridan, along with C3, Chief Stock, who was behind the scenes working with me with a lot of logistics and making things happen, such as setting up the Emergency Operations Center. And the person that did that was Jamie Baxter, which is with Grand Ronde PD and their emergency management people. Along with law enforcement, we had a great concern with East Creek, with people being up there. That was very much a concern for us, as well as structures, whether they were be able to be defendable and protected. And so tribal police with Chief LaFrance, along with Yamhill County Sheriff's Office, and my contact, the Sheriff's Deputy 321, was up there throughout that aspect. And I know later on, several days later, when they were talking about fire camp with ODF, there was quite a discussion again with opening up the Emergency Operations Center with Jamie, and discussing with the tribal elders as well, and giving permission to use powwow grounds if needed. Those are resources that are absolutely invaluable for the long-term event, which we were, quite frankly, felt that it could change very rapidly. Other people that helped participate, Hampton Lumber with their tenders and brush rigs. So many private contractors with their water tenders up there. We had a great concern with East Creek and security, and when the Sheriff's Office could not continue with that, Yamhill County CERT, or Citizen Emergency Response Team, stepped up to the plate and were our gate sentries to protect that area from people looking and potentially, preventing any sort of mischief up in that area, shall we say. Weyerhaeuser provided a helicopter for the initial close air in support, along with the contractor that had been hired for the year out of McMinnville. There was close-in air support with fixed-wing and airdrops, and that came from the contractors with the National Forest Service out of Roseburg Airport, and that happened twice. Getting back to other assets, we had Dayton Fire provided water tenders and also backfilling here at the station. McMinnville Fire as well, and of course West Valley Fire District, our counterpart, that also played a very active role. The C8, who is Kevin Clark, was my operations chief as well up there. Jeff Clausen, through Oregon Department of Forestry, he is the chief forester out of Dallas, was my counterpart, and I've been in close contact with him over the last week as well. And surprisingly, they even brought up resources from the National Forest Service with Siuslaw National Forest. And I'm sure I've left other people out, but there are so many people, and truly, I mean, it takes an entire region coming together, and quite frankly, this last week, the region has stepped up to the plate, and with a little bit of blessing from Mother Nature, the fire at this point is well contained. They're mopping it up, and at 230 acres. We are very blessed that it wasn't any larger. So folks, again, please thank you for your wonderful support throughout this last week and giving us the resources to be able to go out and serve you as well. Thank you, and have a good day.